everyone, my name is Beth. Thank you for watching. Today I will be cooking with you from my parents' kitchen. I have a little confession to make. This week I was not planning on submitting a video, however I have been watching everyone's submissions and they've been awesome. I've been so inspired by everyone and I've decided, just like Paula said, to get in the kitchen and start cooking myself. So here I am, and I'm going to be making smashed potato saltimbocca. I've been eating a lot of dishes lately with the prosciutto and the sage. My favorite lately has been a pork saltimbocca, so I've decided to combine those flavors with my favorite side dish, mashed potatoes. And I also have another confession. I've actually never made this dish before, so hopefully it will be delicious. I've started out by peeling and slicing my favorite kind of potato. That's a Yukon Gold potato. I used about 5 pounds, an entire bag, so we're going to have a lot of potatoes, which is not a bad thing. And I have cooked them off until they're fork tender and drained them, and they've been sitting in the hot pot on the hot burner for a few minutes now to kind of dry them up. Then that way the other ingredients can be absorbed better. So I am going to start by putting in my 8-ounce cube of Philadelphia cream cheese, of course, and a stick of unsalted butter, and a half pint of heavy cream. Nothing bad in here. And I'm just going to mash this up. And when I'm finished, I'm going to add the sage and prosciutto and see how it tastes. I did boil these potatoes in salted water, so I'm not sure. The prosciutto is very, very salty. So sometimes I've made a dish and it turns out to be way too salty because of the prosciutto. So I'm going to see how it tastes, and then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I decided to use a handheld potato masher as opposed to a mixer or a potato ricer because I wanted these potatoes to be slightly lumpy and rustic. I feel like the prosciutto and the sage is kind of a rustic combination, so these will be nice and handmade tasting, like I like little lumps in my mashed potatoes. I think I've finished smashing up my potatoes here. Most of the ingredients have been kind of absorbed, so now I'm just going to stir in about 2 tablespoons or so of chopped fresh sage. Didn't really measure, but it looks about 2 or 3 tablespoons depending on how much you like sage. And as you can see, I have sauteed some prosciutto over medium to high heat. I like my prosciutto to be crispy. I don't like it to be kind of slimy how it can be, so I've sauteed it. It's nice and crispy. I'm going to add most of this in here, and I might sprinkle a little bit, save a little bit for the top for our garnish. Put that in there. And I'm just going to stir this all in together. Oh, it looks beautiful. It does have a nice rustic look to it. And it smells great. Can't wait to try it. See how my invention turned out. We all like a good bacon and chive or bacon and scallion mashed potato. And for this competition, I really wanted to try something different. I wanted to try to come up with a flavor combination that hasn't been done before. It was really important to me that I did something original. So hopefully we come out with a winner. Okay, and now that that is all stirred in there, I just want to taste a little bit here to see how salty it is or not. And I think I'm going to need some salt and pepper, of course. I'm just going to use some fine sea salt. I love sea salt and kosher salt. Now I would I would say to add it to your taste. Some people like really salty food. Some people not so much. Some pepper, again, just to taste. And I'm going to mix it up again, see where we're at. Alright, so I think we've got our potatoes seasoned up nicely. And I'm just going to put them in our serving bowl that I found in my mother's pantry here. Don't those look beautiful? And I'm just going to use up the rest of my prosciutto here, nice crispy prosciutto. Sprinkle it on top. And I'm sure that Paula would add a couple of more pats of butter, but I'll leave that up to everybody when they make it themselves. And I'm just going to finish off with my vegetable, nice little sage leaf for garnish. So I'll be back in a few minutes to serve this with dinner. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Paula in Philadelphia for this great competition. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I wanted to wrap up by showing you what we are going to be having for dinner tonight. My father has grilled some delicious pork chops, which I think will be a great accompaniment to the smashed potatoes saltimbocca. So I just want to give them one more try, just to make sure that they're going to be good for you all. They're great. I hope you enjoy this new combination. Thank you very much.